The Russia-Ukraine war continues. Imagine this, it's been over 3 years since Russia invaded Ukraine. Cities destroyed, thousands dead, and millions of lives changed forever. Europe is tired, Ukraine is wounded, and the world is waiting for someone to finally bring an end to this war. Now picture this, Donald Trump, the former president of the United States and man once known for, shaking up world politics, is suddenly back in the spotlight, and not just talking, he is meeting face to face with the two most important men in this war. First, Vladimir Putin, then Zelensky, the man trying to save his country. This is the story of what happened in those two powerful meetings, what was said, what wasn't, and what it could all mean for the future of the war in Ukraine. Something is missing. There is no deal, no ceasefire, no peace plan, and no agreement. So Trump calls it a very good talk, but reporters are left with no details, just vague promises. Putin says little, and the Ukraine still under fire. As Trump flies back to Washington, critics wonder, was this real diplomacy or just a theater? But Trump isn't done. No, not yet. Just a few days later, back in the United States, black SUV pulls up to the White House. Inside it is President Zelensky, leader of Ukraine. He's here to meet Trump. It's actually tense, it's private, and it is important. This meeting is very different from Alaska. Now, Trump is not, talking to the man who started the war. He's talking to the man fighting to survive the war. So, what happened behind those closed doors with Zelensky? What was said and what it means? The two men talk for hours. Here is what we know. First, Trump offers security, but not soldiers. Trump tells Zelensky that the US will not send American troops to Ukraine. No boots on the ground, no direct military involvement. Instead, he offers something else. A huge weapon deal up to $100 billion in arms, training and support. But here's the catch. It won't be paid by the US. Do you get that? So Trump says European countries will cover the cost. So this is his version of peace. Ukraine gets weapons, Russia gets a deal, and the US stays out. But does that really help Ukraine? Secondly, a possible peace summit with Putin and Zelensky. He suggests it could happen in Budapest. Maybe it would just sit everyone at one table and talk peace. For me, it's actually sounding promising, but there is a big question. Will Putin actually show up? And if he does, what will he demand for? Behind the scene, the tension is actually rising. While the world watched the White House meeting, something darker is happening. As Trump and Zelensky talk, Russian missiles strike Ukraine cities again. A real explosion is actually going on there. Smoke, death, no pause, no respect for peace talks. It's a clear message from Putin. I am still in control. Meanwhile, European leaders are panicking. They're worried that Trump might make a deal too fast, that he will push Ukraine to, probably give up land, that also he will try to end the war without real justice. So, some say Trump is too close to Putin, others say he's just trying to stop the bloodshed first. But what is the truth? Probably somewhere in between. But here's the most important part. Zelensky doesn't say yes. He doesn't say no. He listens and waits. Because for him, this war is personal. Every city lost its people. He can't make peace if it means losing Ukraine. So, what is the hot mic at the moment? Now, here is where the story gets a twist. After the meeting, Trump is catch on hot mic, a microphone left on when it shouldn't have been. And he tells French President Macron, Putin wants a deal and I can get him to the table. It's actually a big statement, but is it true? Or is it just more of Trump confidence talking? That is the mystery. That is the risk, because in politics, words can start peace or spark disaster. What comes next? Where does this all leave us for? No signed deal, but new momentum. Trump says he can end the war. Zelensky says he will talk. Putin remains silent, but dangerous. And now, all eyes are on the next move. Will there be a summit? Will peace talk begin? Or is this just another round of promises without no action? One thing is very clear. The war is far from over, but so is the fight for peace. So here we are, 1 week, 2 powerful meetings, 3 leaders who don't trust each other but might need each other one day. This is more than politics. This is history being written in real time. And what is the next chapter? Could it change everything? And whatever happens, it is actually going to, shape the next decade of global politics, security, and power. Now, I want to hear from you, my audience. Like, what do you think? Do you believe Trump can actually bring peace between Russia and Ukraine? And should Zelensky accept a deal if it means losing territory? And most importantly, what would you do if you were in their shoes? Drop your thoughts down in the comments. And if you found this video insightful, hit that like button. It really helps more people see a story like this. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, because here we go beyond headlines. We bring you the full story, the unfiltered analysis. Lastly, hit the notification bell so you don't miss out the next episode. Thank you for watching.